one of them's in the clouds. That massive landslide went 3 miles down into the valley. 3 miles. You'd think it must have devastated the towns below, Whitefield and Jefferson. You'd be wrong. It actually only hit one homestead, and you'd never guess which homestead it hit. It obliterated the brand new Stanley homestead, sadly took the life of one farmhand who was working in the barn at the time. Went off, destroyed their fields, and then stopped just short of the railroad tracks. But those railroad tracks were also the main railroad line from New York City to the biggest city up in northern New Hampshire, Berlin. Not to be confused with the one in Germany. But everyone coming from New York to Berlin, and the mountain's gone again. They would see this giant landslide and they'd want to stop to see what damage it caused. So they started charging tickets and made a little station there. They made enough money off of the tourism attraction made out of their obliterated house that it not only made up for the lack thereof of their harvest that year, but it gave them enough money to build a new homestead. This one though, they built a little further away from any mountain. You can actually still see where the Cherry Mountain slide happened to this very day. If you go around to the other side of Cherry Mountain, you'll see an S-shaped scar in one of the valleys, and well, in one of the ravines.
Look at the window.
That was where the Cherry Mountain slide happened.
Look at the window.
143 years ago. Looking to our right, though, you can see some newer slides in Birch Ravine. Believe it or not, when we were on Long Trestle, we actually crossed over an old landslide from 2017. But one of the reasons that they don't like to develop Birch Ravine, partly now being because it's also a wilderness region.
Look at the mountains.
Before that was because of how many landslides it gets. The walls of Birch Ravine are relatively steep and relatively loose rock. And if you look over, you'll see all sorts of scars.
Yeah.
The newest one being from Erlang Memory 2023. A few scars out of view from that storms in 2023, but that furthest one on the left, that looks a little more fresh, that's one of those slides. Those slides that you can see nowadays came from a select number of storms from 1995